Perhaps this is going to be one of the most serious videos I have uploaded to this YouTube platform. So what I want y'all to do, especially the black woman watching this video, y'all listen to this whole video in its entirety. And if you are a black woman, you are going to be triggered emotionally. But I'm going to encourage you to get past those emotional triggers and get the message, because the survival of our people in the USA depends on it. Black women, you need to wake up and realize this. Let's listen to this queen speak.
What's really disturbing is that every nationality of women, except for so-called black women, understand their roles and understand why they were created. The so-called white woman know why she was created: to be a wife, to be a mother, to help her husband, to help guide her house, and assist where he needs help. The Asian woman understand that. Arab woman understand that. The East Indian woman understand that, so on and so forth. It's only the so-called black woman that does not understand why she was created. And it's simple. You was literally created to be a wife, to be a mother, to be a helpmeet to your husband, to love him, to love your children, to guide the house and shine in your road. That's simple. Everything outside of that, you have been deceived and indoctrinated by the so-called white man. Your daddy, who also gave you feminism, and who also gave you Planned Parenthood to continue to destroy you, your seed, and to tear down the so-called black family. Y'all better wake up.
This sister just said so much right now in this video. What she did was she compared the American black woman to women of different ethnic groups. And in doing so, she highlighted how these different women, they operate under God's order. But American black women are totally outside of it. But what's even more alarming is how the collective of modern-day black women from the USA are participatory in the genetic annihilation of black people from the USA. If you need proof, let's look at Planned Parenthood. Y'all pay attention.
The Mike Wallace Interview.
In the eyes of some, Margaret Sanger has been a heroine. In the eyes of others, she's been a destructive force.
In her own words, Sanger pushed for a society that limited births to those she deemed fit to have children.
Well, I think the greatest sin in the world is bringing children into the world that have disease from their parents, that have no chance in the world to be a human being, practically. Delinquents, prisoners, all sorts of things just marked when they're born.
In 1916, Sanger opened the country's first birth control clinic. As a member of the American Eugenics Society, she advocated improving the genetic composition of humans through controlled reproduction of different races and classes. She often wrote about the issue in the journal she founded, called the Birth Control Review. In 1919, writing,
I personally believe in the sterilization of the feeble-minded, the insane, and the syphilitic. The most urgent problem today is how to limit and discourage the over-fertility of the mentally and physically defective.
Many point to a 1923 New York Times interview as proof of Sanger's racist motives, in which she referred to people as weeds, saying,
It means the release and cultivation of the better racial elements in our society and the gradual suppression, elimination, and eventual extirpation of defective stocks, those human weeds which threaten the blooming of the finest flowers of American civilization.
In 1939, after opening another clinic in Harlem, the birth control activist launched the Negro Project, an initiative supported by black leaders, such as civil rights activist W.E.B. Du Bois. Critics claim the program used the pretense of better health and family planning for poor blacks in the South as an attempt to limit the black race. Ludwig says some on the left grapple with Sanger's past and how to interpret her legacy.
They know when she writes about human weeds, they know that it's repulsive. They know it's disgusting. The left will never abandon Margaret Sanger, because if they do, she's the foundation of so many of their views.
Sanger once shared her vision for a preferred race at a women's branch of the Ku Klux Klan, writing in her autobiography,
Always, to me, any aroused group was a good group.
Despite those views, liberals praise Sanger's work while ignoring her history.
I admire Margaret Sanger enormously. Her courage, her tenacity, her vision. I am really in awe of her.
Did y'all hear that? This white woman right here, Margaret Sanger, she had a plan from the beginning to exterminate the black gene from the gene pool. But listen to this devilish shit. In 1939, she went to Harlem, New York to launch the Negro Project under the pretense of better planning for poor black people. Does anybody find that just a little bit suspicious? Margaret Sanger, a feminist, a supporter of the KKK, who is a known eugenicist who had an agenda to exterminate black people from the gene pool, she went into a poor black community in Harlem and she began the Negro Project while lying to the people that they are going to go in there and help black people with better planning methodology. But still, what is more disturbing is that some of our black leaders from the time, like W.E.B. Du Bois, they were tricked by this devilish woman. Okay, with all that historical background information taken into context about Margaret Sanger's plan to exterminate black genes from the gene pool, how are modern-day black women still being tricked, fooled, and deceived into carrying out Margaret Sanger's devilish agenda to exterminate black genes from the gene pool? Just pay attention to this video, and I'll come back in the end with my final commentary.
We need to create communities where women can receive sexual and reproductive health care with the love, respect, and compassion that they deserve. I promise to continue to do my part and use my platform to break down barriers and empower women all around the world. I promise to continue to do my part and use my platform to break down barriers and empower women all around the world.
Here it is right here, y'all. The demonic entity that is influencing young black women to unalive their unborn babies. These Hollywood celebrity thoughts are promoting the lie that it is okay to unalive your unborn child. And we know it's a lie. And why is that? She said she's empowering women all around the world. Other women all around the world do not believe that it is okay with God to unalive their children. Complete lies, y'all. We gotta share this information with our young black girls. They need to learn a better way. Black women, wake up. You are destroying our race in the USA. It's not okay with God, and it should not be okay with you to unalive your unborn child. Hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe. Y'all share this video with any black woman, any black girl. Black women, y'all gotta wake up.